Big news in the bowling world this last week. Chris and Lynda Barnes have come over to the brands of 900 Global and 3G. And joining me here tonight, I get to sit down and talk with Lynda Barnes, which is quite a treat for me. Lynda, thanks for sitting down with us.
Oh, thanks for having us. We're super excited to be here.
Yeah, so bubbly. I know you and Chris. Chris is the technician, and he's the broadcaster, and you're the bubbly mom that holds everything together. I've always been looking forward to being able to sit down and talk to you, and I'm glad you were able to do so. So let's get started right away. 900 Global, big change, 3G. I know that Chris was a big part of this, but I know that you wanted to be part of something new as well. Can you tell me a little bit about the transition and how it's going so far?
Yeah, we're super excited. It's only been 5 days, so we're still trying to dig in and kind of figure everything out. But the Chrismans have always been just huge supporters, and they've always been family to us. So we're super excited to be a part of it again. And we're figuring them out. It's going to take us a little bit. And to jump right back into a competition after learning new balls is a little disappointing at this point, but we'll get it together. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, I know you've always worked at your game. You've always been a true just out there working all the time, practicing, and that. So with the 900 Global brands and the 3G shoes, could you tell everyone a little bit about what you've seen so far from the products and what you're most excited about with that?
Well, I can tell you with the shoes, I put them on and instantly it felt like I'd been wearing them forever. They were very, very comfortable. The leather's very soft. There's lots of options as far as soles and heels. So from that standpoint, we had no problems at all. The bowling balls were super exciting, from color choices, which is important to some of the ladies, to just ball reaction. The first one I had in my hand was my spare ball because that's very important to me, and it did exactly what it was supposed to do, and thank goodness I can make my spares. But I'm really excited about the Dream On, the Moxie, the Respect. The line is very strong, and we're looking forward to making it stronger.
Yeah, and I know we just got done talking to Chris, and he was talking about that. I know that you guys have conversations at home about what you need out of ball reaction and that, so we're looking forward to that. I know that the decision probably wasn't easy, but I know with 900 Global being a PBAA registered company moving forward and with the tour coming back, you've just got to be really excited about being able to compete again.
I'm really excited. I kind of thought I was retired. And I bowl the Coffee Breakers League, and I bowl in Adult Junior League with my kids. So
what's the name of the league?
Coffee Breakers.
The Coffee Breakers.
Wednesday morning, shout out to my team, living on a spare. I have a great time. I love to bowl. I love the challenge of bowling. So when this opportunity came up, and the idea that I was going to get to compete again with the help of my family and friends to help out with the kids, obviously, I said, well, what do we do and how do we do this? And let's get into shape. And the treadmill came out and got dusted off a little bit. And, we're working on it. It's going to take, like I said, it's going to take some time, but we'll get there.
Are you planning on bowling the entire PBAA schedule in the summer?
I'm going to bowl, when we see the schedule and it's out officially, I'll bowl as much as I can as long as the kids are doing well and we're situated there. Obviously, they come first. But I'll try and be in shape and prepared for as many tournaments as I can get to.
Yeah, unfortunately, with the PBAA folding for many years, when you were really, in my opinion, coming into the prime of your career and the glory years, there's no telling how many titles you would have by now. You may have more than Chris. Who knows, And it's just unfortunate for the ladies, like a person like yourself, a Liz Johnson, a Kelly Kulick, who are all new teammates of yours. It's interesting just to kind of see the PBAA coming back and really looking forward to seeing you out there competing. So if you need a babysitter, if Bill Chrisman and the gang back in Utah can let me babysit, if they trust me with the kids, maybe.
That's on tape somewhere,
that's on
right?
tape.
Okay, good.
So let me ask you this: do you have any goals coming into the PBAA season? Do you think Player of the Year? I mean, can you even thought about that? I'm sure there is.
Yeah, we're 5 days in. So I guess my goal right now is just to get prepared and get mentally ready. I haven't been competitive sharp in a while, so we're going to start there. And then when I see the schedule and see how many tournaments I can bowl, we'll sit down and set some goals and be realistic and yet set some high goals. I plan to represent and do the best that I can do, and obviously money is good, titles are great, and the competition will be lots of fun. So I'm looking forward to what's going to happen in the future.
Cool. The USBC recently has inducted you into the Hall of Fame. That had to have been a really great honor of yours. But do you ever use that around the house with Chris to get dishes done or anything like that? Do you ever use that?
Dishes. I don't know that he knows we have a dishwasher, but I might try next time. You know, he's a Hall of Fame in my mind and has been for a lot of years. So it's not as much as I would like to hang that over his head. It's just a matter of time. But I might try it. I'll next time I'm looking for something, I might dangle it a little bit.
I think it's a good idea. And I know you guys are very close. You guys are a team. You wanted to do the interview here together. Unfortunately, we weren't able to work that out for you. But I know you guys have been talking about these new gray bowling balls that you have available. So far with the balls, is there a favorite ball that you've liked so far competing here or practicing at home?
You know, I like them all because they all strike at different times. So, you know, the Dream On has some good medium. It's my benchmark ball. The Dream it reminds me of an old ball that I used to throw a long time ago with the agent that I loved, and I threw it one time down the lane and looked at Chris and went, "This is mine." You know, and again, the spare ball is crucial. And I think they all fit, and when they strike, they're all my favorite ball when they strike. So.
I've asked your peers. I've asked around getting ready for this interview. Tell me something about Lynda Barnes, and I wasn't able to get one word answers, but I was able to get some phrases, and I wanted to say them to you and see what you thought.
I'm scared.
One is she's a complete sweetheart.
Oh.
You're gonna love to have her. Heart of gold, and an awesome bowler.
Oh, nice.
How does that make you feel?
Broke. Sounds like I paid somebody. That's nice. That's sweet.
Yeah, it was pretty cool because I was
That's
going
mine.
around getting ready and they just had those great things to say about you. And transitioning here with Chris traveling so much, as you've moved on to be a full-time mom with Ryan and Troy, how do you handle being a mom when Dad's gone so much?
You know, it's hard. It's very challenging. It's hard to see the boys get sad when he leaves. He gets sad when he leaves, so it's challenging. And it's a lot to take on, but we handle it as a team. It's kind of how we look at life when we kind of just dig in a little bit more. And we're lucky. We have a good support group around us. And the boys are amazing. Of course, we're starting those teenage years, so it's getting a little more challenging. But we do the best we can with the internet and different Skype and different things that we can use. We stay in contact as much as possible. And
I know you're busy. I know you're really, really busy with bowling, with Chris, trying to keep everything straight. But I know you're also busy with that dreaded disease, juvenile diabetes. And I know it's very emotional for you, but I know that it's got to be rough with the Facebook updates at night, all the scares, all the things. Talk a little bit about the positives, the money you're able to raise, the strikeout diabetes that you're always wearing on your jerseys, the blue bracelets. Talk a little bit about how people can get behind that, what you're doing. Because Chris told us in the last interview that you do all of it for the most part. You're the mother hen. So tell us about it.
You know, a year in, when Troy was diagnosed, I kind of felt helpless and wanted to know, you know, what can I do? I can't kiss this and make this go away. And as a mom, that's a helpless feeling to not be able to fix your child. And I walked into the JDRF office in Dallas and said, you know, how can I help? What can I do? And we thought we could put to use our bowling association and kind of dig in. So we've raised over $350,000 so far in 5 years.
Wow.
And we're trying to make it a national program, kind of like the walk and some of the other things that are going globally. Because the bowling family is an amazing family, and they all step up when you really need them. As you can tell through all the different charities with the Ballard versus the Big C and the Lucy Bonneau striking out breast cancer. There's some amazing charities, and the bowling family does that. So we have a website. It's www.strikeoutdiabetes.org. And you can go there and donate or check out and see what we're doing or what events are happening near you, and participate, educate, and just be there for other people.
Yeah, that's great. Hey, you know, transitioning to this, you're a 12-time member of Team USA. What's it feel like? Does it still feel really good to be able to represent your country and wear the red, white, and blue? You're competing at trials this week. What's that like?
It's I don't even know if you can put it into words. The national anthem and what it means when you're representing it, and you know, coming out of retirement to come out here and bowl, that's how much it means to me. Bowling with my peers and the people that I look up to, and to try and be a teammate with them is one of the best feelings in the world. And to stand on that medal stand with people that you care about and that you get to share with is not something that generally happens out on tour, because you're usually bowling against these people. Mm-hmm. So to stand there with friends. That's always a goal for me. And we're here and we're working hard. And not sure it's going to happen this year, but we got 2 days left and we're going to go fight and do what we can. But it's the greatest honor in the world to wear the red, white, and blue.
Yeah, that is really cool. And I know that you've just had so many success over the years. How many medals do you have? Do you know the number? You don't know. I didn't do the
I
right
don't know.
research, but you've
Hey.
been an animal. You've been an animal in international competition. Let's go back to 2008. One of my favorite moments for you, just personal moments, because it was kind of a unique event. The 2008 USBC Clash of Champions. You bowled against Sean Rash. It wasn't a title, so to speak, but it was a really cool.
Oh, it's a title.
It's a title.
It's a title.
It was a really cool day. What was it like to be able to beat one of the superstars from the PBA Tour that day?
You know, Sean's he helped teach the kids how to walk. He's been in our house 1,000 times. He's a good kid. And I adore him. And we have this mother-son relationship where I scold him a lot and he listens and we try. But we had a really good time bowling. It was really fun. And then all of a sudden, towards the end of that game, it got really serious because it's $50,000. It wasn't, anything to laugh about at that point. And I'll never forget the first strike in the 10th. It was a very lucky shot. And I remember thinking, you got a chance. I mean, you better dig in and throw it really good. And that second shot in the 10th is probably the best shot of my career. It was one of those moments where it's just, all right, let's just go put them on. And what do you got to lose at this point? You just got a huge break. And I felt a little bad for Sean because I knew he was going to take some ribbing, and I knew it was something that I was going to get to hold over him for a long time, and I do. But it's fun, and the title and the money was amazing. It was a 2-week. I won the Queens 2 weeks before that, so it was a great month. And then, unfortunately, Troy was diagnosed about a week later, so it was a super high to a super low. But
yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, but the Clash was it's a great memory, and it was a really fun event with the crowd was amazing. It was I get goosebumps thinking about how into it the crowd was.
Yeah, it was a cool event to watch for sure. It's a shame that went away. I know some people worked really hard on that. Hey, some just kind of rapid fire questions for you, kind of a grab bag, a mix of things I just wanted to ask you. One thing I wanted to know is I know you and Chris met through bowling, but how did you guys, did he ask you out? Did you ask him out? What's the story here?
We didn't hit it off, to be honest. I didn't like him. I thought he was a little arrogant, a little full of himself, and he was very flirtatious and, cocky. But I got to know him, and he wore me down. He chased me, thank God. It was a mutual thing. We started to realize that we just really hit it off. We balanced each other out really well. He's such a different person off the lanes. A lot of people don't get to see that, and what he shares with me, I cherish daily because he's a great dad. He's a great person. He loves the sport. He'll talk to anybody who wants to talk about bowling because he likes to share and educate. And he's super competitive, and I dig that because he puts it all out there. There's he wants to win every time he throws the ball down the lane, and to me, that's a huge asset to have, and inspires me. I watch him bowl, and I think I want to have that.
Yeah. Hey, question for you. That leads me to a question. Do you prefer to watch Chris bowl, or do you prefer to have him watch you bowl on TV?
Oh gosh, that's a tough one. I love to watch him bowl. It's nerve-wracking and it's hard because I don't have control and I'm a little OCD on things. But and usually when I'm bowling, he's in the booth, so it's not much fun because I can't talk to him. But so I guess I just like when neither one of us is on the show. That's a good thing for the family. Is that a good answer?
That is a good answer. Hey, what do you like to do in your free time? What's something? And I'm not talking about kids. I'm not talking about husband. I'm talking about Lynda. What is it that you like to do in your free time? I
love to sit on the couch with a glass of wine and good friends. Perfect. That's a perfect night to me. Just to hang out and just kind of relax and and enjoy.
I think that's pretty common in bowling. Leanne Hulsenberg likes to do the same thing. I've gotten to know Leanne quite well.
Yeah.
Hey, what's your greatest bowling accomplishment? I know you've had a lot of them. What's maybe one that stands out to you?
I think besides the Clash, probably the second Queen's title, because I think it showed me that I still had it, and it was 10 years later. I wasn't sure if I still had that fire, and I threw a double in the 10th, and it was just a rush and the excitement, and my heart was pounding, and that whole rush. So probably the second Queen's is the one that kind of sticks out.
I asked Chris this question: when you hang your shoes up from bowling, what will you want people to remember about your career?
I hope they think I was a good teammate, that I left it all in the lanes, and that I worked at it constantly for a lot of years. So teammate would be number one, though. That would be, I hope that I help people bowl better and that they know that I love the game.
Yeah, I've heard that from your teammates. So, hey, how do people keep up with you? I know how they keep up with Chris. We asked him that, but how do they keep up with you on Facebook, Twitter, things like that?
Yeah, we're starting. I'm going to do Lynda Barnes' Facebook page. I have my own personal page, and then we have the Strikeout Diabetes page. Strikeoutdiabetes.org, again, is a good place to go. And those are probably the two best places to get a hold of me.
Okay. Last question for you. This upcoming year, there's going to be people that are considering what bowling balls to purchase. What is it about this 900 Global brand and 3G shoe brand that they should be able to trust in these products?
I think we have a great base. We're super excited about what we have already, and the things to come are going to be something you want to be a part of. Like I said, it's exciting to see and it's exciting to be a part of, and I think it's just going to get bigger and better.
Yeah, I think so too. Hey, Lynda, thanks for the time here tonight. Good luck to you. Looking forward to working with you. That's going to conclude our interview tonight with Lynda Barnes, and don't forget to make sure that you follow her in all the ways that she told you about, as well as finding 900 Global and 3G Shoes on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. I'm Mike Flanagan. Thanks for joining me tonight. Good luck out on the lanes, and thank you again. And stay tuned to 900 Global's YouTube page for more updates about great products.